Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you three selections for tomorrow's racing. But before getting to that, quickly just want to apologise for not doing a video on here over the last couple of days. Just been really busy with work. I was at York on Friday, and that took up a lot of my time. Obviously, it's a long journey up there, and then also as well as a long journey back. And I didn't get home late until Friday evening, and that meant I couldn't do a video for Saturday's racing. However, if you saw the Twitter feed, we had some good results there. Isra and River Pride were both decent selections for us, and hopefully we can continue the form going into this week. And I'm going to be at home this week, so there should be some more videos up here on the YouTube channel. But as ever, I'll keep you posted on the Twitter feed, where my handle is at LuckyLoad15. But enough of me waffling on. Let's get into it then. Three selections for tomorrow's racing, and we're going to be going to Redcar for the first one of them, where we go to the 4:25 with my next best of the day with a horse called Dandy Dinmont for Faye McManaman claiming free. She's riding for Nigel Tinkler here. Currently available at 6-1 with SkyBet, who offer him 4 places in this race. And I'm going to recommend a 0.5 each way selection as my next best of the day. Now, last time we saw this horse, he took a step forward when he finished 4th at Beverley. Now, obviously, he's still a maiden and he's not got much form next to his name, but he's the typical horse that Nigel Tinkler can do well with. He likes to get these kind of handicappers maybe around the 60 mark, and they tend to improve throughout their season as a 3-year-old. And I think this horse is one that fits the bill. He was a bit free last time out, but he seemed to be learning on the job, and he stayed on quite strongly in the closing stages. That was behind a horse of Carl Burke's called Lullaby, who does have a form in here with a Brian Ellison horse called Theoretical. But I just thought Theoretical was maybe a little bit fortunate that day to finish in second. And I think this horse, Dandy Dinmont, I think there's a bit more to come from him. He was actually dropped £1 for that run, so he's down to a mark of 67. But Faye claims the 3. The yard are going quite well. I think there's a lot to like about him. I'm not keen on the favourite here, Dusky Prince. Yes, you can see it with the class drop, but to me, he's just regressed since his juvenile campaign. And even though, yes, Will Björk is an eye-catching jockey book, and for me, I don't think he's got anything in hand. Whereas Dandy Dinmont is quite lightly raced in handicaps, and there just could be a bit more to offer. And I think he'll step forward from that last run at Beverley, which wasn't a bad race for the grade. So for me, I think he'll be there or thereabouts, and at 6-1, I don't think he's a bad each way proposition. So he's going to be my tip there. We then go to the evening action at Windsor, where we go to my nap. The feature race on the card there is a listed race in the 6:10, and my nap here is the favourite Run to Freedom for David Probert and Harry Candy. Currently available at 5-2. He was available a little bit bigger today at 4-1 when I was writing him up on my notes. Didn't think he'd be quite this short at the time I'm tipping him, but I think he's got really solid credentials. I don't think this is a particularly strong listed race. You've had some good winners in the past, Dream of Dreams, the Tin Man. I don't think there's anything of this calibre in here, but Run to Freedom, I think his 4th place in the Avenant Stakes when he was running on strongly in the closing stages is arguably the best bit of form. He's still a 4-year-old. He could still have a lot more to offer. Henry Candy as well does well with these types of sources. He was improving very well towards the back end of last season, and I thought it was an encouraging return. And I just don't think he's got that much to do to beat a lot of these horses. To be honest with you, he's got a good draw as well in stall 2. So he's down that near side rail, which is normally the place you want to be. I just think he's got a lot of things in his favour tomorrow. Tab Deed maybe is a class angle, or Lord of the Lodge from previous, but for me, I think they've got it all to do, and I think they're personally both better on the all-weather. That's just my personal opinion. Whereas Run to Freedom, he's still the 4-year-old, can still be improving, and yeah, there could be a little bit more to come in him this season, and he might be able to run well in these kind of races. So for me, 5-2, I think that's a fair price there. I'm going to recommend him as my nap of the day. We then go to the next race from the Longshot in the 6:40, and I'm going to go here with a horse called Chipstead for Trevor Whelan and Roger Till. Currently available at 10-1 SkyBet, who offer him 4 places on this race. Now, this horse, Chipstead, has been maybe a little bit disappointing on both his starts this season. However, he wasn't beaten far in both races where he was racing in competitive events at Newmarket and Goodwood. I just don't think he handled the course on each occasion there. And I know all his winning has come at Bath and that, but he ran here twice last season over the course and distance and placed on both occasions. And he really did improve towards the end of last season when he did win at Bath. He's a full brother to the stable star Oxted. So you'd like to think maybe there could be a little bit more to come. He's dropped now to been dropped £1 or 2 for his last run. I think he's off a mark of 86 here. So yeah, I can see why he has regressed, but he's got a good draw in stall 3, and I think if he's ridden prominently tomorrow, he could get into a good position. And at 10-1, I think he's a dangerous player here. I think some of his form stack is pretty good to be fair view, and I just think he didn't handle the track on both occasions, where I think this flatter sprint track I think will be a little bit more up his street, and at 10 to 1 I couldn't let him go off at that price. So yeah, that's the final selection then for tomorrow's race, and let me know in the comments what you're going to be backing tomorrow. If you're still enjoying the videos, remember to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe here to the YouTube channel at LuckyLoads15. If you want to follow me on socials, Twitter and Insta are the place to do so, where my handle is at LuckyLoads15. And that's all I've got to say, so please go responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.